surgery, missed the Grizzlies' final 47 games.
Go 12.
In the games that he did play, Ja averaged 25 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. And the Grizzlies were 6-3 with him in the lineup, 21-52 without him. So now Morant looks to return to the All-NBA level and get the Grizzlies back in the mix amongst the top teams in the Western Conference. So what are your expectations for Ja Morant this season now that he's been cleared to play, will likely be fully healthy coming into the 2024-2025?
I mean, I think it's gonna, the glimpse we've seen of the 9 games. I mean, he knows he has something to prove, right? He wants to let everybody know who he is. Don't forget, what he does on that court. So I think he's gonna come out very, very, very strong.
Shad, I see you rocking the jersey. What do you think? Your expectations for Ja this season?
Well, he's my number 1 pick.
He will be your. Are you announcing that officially on this episode of Gil's Ring presented by Underdog Fantasy? Whoop whoop. And Ja Morant.
What are you announcing?
I get 2 players in the team. 2 players in the team.
Rashad takes 2 players in the team every
Who are
season.
your 2 players this year?
Ant and Luka.
Yeah, and Luka.
And Luka.
Oh, no. One across the board.
No, he had and Luka and Wemby. He did have.
He did have
So you had a nice enjoyable season.
Nice enjoyable season this year.
And the Celtics
Yes.
made that move early in the season.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You abandoned shit from confidence, coffee in the heat.
Yeah.
Jumped on the Celtics bandwagon.
Players in it.
That's fine. Yeah. So, but Ja Morant will be one of those players.
For sure.
Okay, Ja Morant will be one of those
I
players.
think I'm gonna double back with Ant-Man, and I'm gonna wait till everything pan out for my third.
Okay.
And you're not sticking with the Celtics.
I think what I've said recently, I can't, just because I'm like, the year's over with for him. And I think Philly made a big move that threatens they need to make a move now. So I can't see them going.
That's the bandwagon.
I can't go back. So I gotta figure out.
That's okay. We don't want you back.
You should. That's a good look to him.
No.
The moving up, the Celtics.
No.
The Celtics did win a championship when Rashad joined the league.
Go back over
I need
there.
some fucking
Go to
presents.
Philly then.
Jalen Brown sent me a
Lexi, lifelong Celtics fan.
Yes.
You don't want Rashad on the bandwagon.
No.
Yeah.
He already jumped shit.
Yes, she does.
You're not hurt by that?
I'm the.
No. When he joined the team, I was like, cool. You
Can't refuse it. I've been here.
Throw that out.
I was a fan.
Next time I go outside.
Yes. I've been a fan for 29 years.
You're like 9 years old.
I was pretty young. But
Still rolling though.
I was supporting.
That don't count.
Where
She's looking at him all types of ways.
Where do
I forgot she went to Carolina too.
Celtics
Or Duke.
rank in franchises since the NBA? The real NBA has started in '78.
What, how many championships?
A merger, which is the real NBA in a sense.
So everything before that, not real NBA?
Where do they rank
Top
as a
5.
franchise?
Top 5 at least.
The top 5 still?
Since 78?
Yeah. Since the merger.
The 80s were a very strong time.
No, Boston. Because Bird got 3, Paul Pierce in this one, so that's 5 championships with them. Bulls got 6.
I mean, the Warriors got.
Warriors got 4. Spurs got 5. Right? Heat has 3.
Lakers.
Lakers have.
17.
You got 5 with Magic.
And then 5 with
5 with Cole.
5 with Cole. And then
1 with LeBron.
So they got 11.
So, as expected.
As a merger.
So
Spurs
What
is an
point
issue.
are we making right
I
now?
would just Boston.
Because
in the organization.
Oh, it's championships?
Not just ranking it, just this organization.
because the Boston legacy, everyone uses the whole legacy, and it's like, well, technically the NBA really started here. So what is the legacy? Can't hold on to something that was.
Yeah.
So there's still.
Even if you don't do the same thing with the Lakers,
It's 11.
yeah, and they're pre-78.
So that's what I'm saying. Out of the last,
When you talking about prestige of organization, like where the organization ranks outside of championships, they would be out of like 7, maybe.
like for a fan, for like how taking care of players, or just like the
Revenue brought in, and just thriving as an organization. I think the Warriors came up.
Oh, yeah.
Warriors, that was the Warriors,
The
that
Knicks
was.
up there.
See, it's hard to talk about organization. We're talking about when
Cleveland-
when they take care of you.
Cleveland
When
went
you're
up.
talking about,
Cleveland went up.
ownership and
Yeah,
all that
when it's like you come here, you just
Also,
think
Dallas
basketball.
is one.
You think Dallas is
Dallas is Golden State up the
I
top.
think Dallas and Golden State's number one. I've never heard anything bad about Spurs. I don't know.
No, I don't think. I just think it's boring. They just think it's boring. It's just boring.
You know, like when you get there, it's about just basketball. So you don't have to pay for nothing. Your locker room, military.
That'll be fire. Just think about basketball all day. Shit, I'll be a Spur.
The video games, the locker room, everything is just.
All I gotta do is worry about basketball.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Orlando's up there.
Yeah.
Orlando was
Think so?
So they're good.
Hell yeah. They doing blood. Listen, they doing
Where's some
blood.
of the not so good ones?
They doing blood testing. They're doing
It might
blood.
have changed since.
Yeah, they doing blood testing on you to see what you're allergic to every month. Yeah. You got breakfast, lunch. You got breakfast, lunch, pregame, and aftergame. So you never gotta spend money.
Damn.
Yeah, you never gotta spend money on food.
They can call me.
Right? You got the club right into the arena, so you ain't never gotta leave. You after the game, you just go party right up there.
Man.
I was like, man, this is some nice shit here.
I just remember Dallas having fucking TVs and locker and shit and all that. I was like, yeah, they spending money over here.
So, Rashad, people want to know, when will you be making your new team announcement?
My nigga.
Prior to the start of the season, or are you going to wait? Okay, all right.
So once everybody starts moving where they need to move,
Where they're at.
we figure out rosters. I'm good.
All right, well, let's get back to Ja. What are your expectations for Ja Morant
This shit
season?
hurts.
27, 8, and 7.
Damn.
So, don't sound like all NBA level numbers, just hearing them right now.
Yeah.
No. He is going to be all NBA player. That team is not going to help him get into the all NBA.
Right.
This is all I'm saying.
He's gonna play out of his mind.
He's going to.
Yeah. But that Memphis team is.
He's gonna sell out the arena.
Oh, his first game back.
They're not coming for the rest of that team.
First game back is gonna be crazy.
It sounds like they're gonna have a hard time making the moves that's gonna help him do anything.
Right
I
now.
think Edie gonna help him though.
And we're going to talk Edie in a second moment.
You get them open.
Big block.
And he looks a lot more athletic and what you call that, agile than I thought he would. He looks a lot more in shape. He looks like he's
when everything is just.
Structure
Hey,
is
that's
tell.
the difference.
Yeah.
He has
You get to the
16,
league.
15,
Everything
14, 15.
spaced out, spread out. You got more room to operate.
nasty work down there.
Yeah.
But let's talk Ja. Ja 6-3 with Ja in the lineup last season. Obviously, they were not good. They had a ton of injuries, though. Ton of different starting lineups. A lot of young players got experience now. Guys like Gigi Jackson that are now coming into this season. But prior to Ja getting hurt, finished second in the West in the 2 seasons prior to that. So
This
it's not
motherfucker just likes to be
it's a
tight.
different team.
You lost some veteran players that really like molded and helped that team. Right, and those players moved on. They were worth money. So
Yeah. You guys like Dylan Brooks.
you got Dylan Brooks down.
What's the name back? They got what's the name for him?
Who?
Marcus Smart.
So you have a squad now, Ja, Marcus Smart,
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson, Gigi Jackson, Desmond Bain.
A little bit shit, right? I lose 6'8" defender that can play the 2-3 on defense.
And I bring in a
And then
small.
bring in a small point guard.
Yeah.
Doesn't help me.
I think they all in development mode in Memphis. I think
Yeah.
they trying.
They're gonna try to figure out, right?
We're gonna rank our Western Conference teams later in the show, but I think y'all are a little too down on the Grizzlies right now. If Ja's back and playing, that's a completely different team.
No. We
Everyone's
see,
gotten so much better though.
Yes, that part.
like again,
Especially in the West.
he got them 6-3, but we see what they look like without them. A good team, at least, can be. They can hold the ground. Like that's how good we know Philly could be.
Yeah.
Without Embiid, they struggle,
Just Mac.
but they learn how to they can maintain.
Yeah.
Right? So that means when you add the best player, they can take off.
Facts.
Right? That's
Nah, Jaren Jackson Jr. can't do that. Bane couldn't do
Well,
that.
also I think the situation in Memphis and the situation in Philly's.
I forgot Bane's still there. Yes, he had Bane out of position. You know.
I mean, Jared Jackson out of position, playing a lot of center last year. Well, now
I mean, I think
likely
it's
back.
good. I mean, I think we could say that they're going to be better than we think because they did get all that in-game experience.
Yeah.
Who was their 3 last year?
Yeah.
Who was their 3 last year? Who's the 3? Yeah.
I don't even know.
Was it the skinny kid number 8?
Because wait, so we got Ja. If we have Ja and
Marcus Bain.
No, and Bain. If we have Ja and Bain at the 1-2, and then Gigi Jackson goes to the 3, Jared at the 4, and Edie at the 5.
That's the
We'll
line.
be okay. They might
Marcus.
They might be alright.
I'm trying to tell you, girl. Like, listen,
They might be alright.
They just get a couple free agents that just out there that you can just pick up that can
Lacey got thicker.
Like,
give you
ooh.
something. They got a
Who's left?
I'm gonna tell you.
Gigi Jackson got to start. Like he got to play the.
What's up with him? I don't know nothing about him and what
Yeah,
his
I ain't never heard of him.
Oh, Gigi Jackson.
young, super young.
Yeah, all I heard was how young he was.
Longer. He can shoot,
Gets buckets.
plays D. Like he's
Here are the free agents. Gary Trent Jr., Markel Fultz, Sadiq Bey, Spencer Dinwiddie, Gordon Haywood, Doug McDermott,
I go Mark off. Wait.
Lonnie Walker, Josh Jacoby, Evan Fournier, Isaac Okoro, Pat Bev, Kyle Lowry, Jay Crowder, Tyus Jones, Luke Kennard.
I go for guard.
They just, oh.
I go Markel.
Oh,
What you need, Will?
excuse me.
You got Bain, Ja, and Mark.
That's what stretching does.
Another guy who can get to the rim and
They needed
put pressure.
3. He said
Put
it
pressure.
needed.
And then a 3.
Get all them
You think
passing
what,
joints going.
Or no?
Lonnie Walker.
Jay Crowder,
Too old.
defender.
Too old.
Okoro.
Why?
How about Lonnie? What position Lonnie Walker play? Like
Lonnie Walker, 2, 3.
2, 2, 3.
He could be good.
Yeah, this one you need to pick him up.
I mean, if you gonna go Lonnie, I'll go Josh Jacoby before I go.
I like him in San Antonio.
Sadiq Bey. He's about 6'8", shooter.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah.
How tall is the Gigi Jackson kid?
6'8".
6'8", 6'9". But let's talk about Zach Edey. So Grizzlies shocked a lot of people, selecting the 2-time Player of the Year with the 9th overall pick. Edey made his summer league debut Monday against the Jazz, gave the Grizz some hope for what's to come in the league. So we got some highlights here. Out there beating shit, playing well on both sides of the court. He was impressive, 14 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks in the game. Out there dunking on people.
Baseline.
Oh, nice. Oh, he
Yeah, you see, missed him.
He's the older teenager.
Big as hell.
That's a big boy. And obviously, it's just summer league, so we don't want to overreact. He's 22 years old too, Gil, so he's a little bit older, so a little bit more ready to be thrown in the fire right away.
Yeah, I think he gonna do something if he working like that already. Look at he moving his body.
With him. I want to see him in pick and roll.
Yeah,
That's what
he's not doing
Because
that.
that's what he's going to be playing against. He's going to be playing against teams that's picking and rolling.
Caught Walker Kessler slipping. Also, the Grizzlies down 2.8 seconds to go. Little tip drill, send it to OT.
Hey, if I'm the nice. I like that.
Hey, moving, look at you.
I like that. I like how go back to that second play. If I'm them, second play. Yes, so it's already at the beginning.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
When he gets not that. Just keep on. When he has the ball, and they give him a post up.
Oh, and he said he's gonna pass.
Yeah. Right here. Slow down.
Ooh.
Right there. Woo. Slow down.
That pass?
Right? Look, right? See, right here. Boom. Stop. All they need to learn and teach him what to look for, right? To be like the Vlade Divac type, the Jokic type.
He gonna see that.
He didn't see it here.
He's seen it late.
Now
It
look,
looked like he's looking right
He
at
looking
him.
right at him.
He is. He's looking at the defense too. So
Now, what I'm saying is,
now he's
look at him.
wide
Look at him.
open. But he had already He checked it.
But that's what I'm saying. But he should like.
That's what
wait
I'm saying.
Wait for it.
But that's what I'm saying. He's already. It's right now. He's in robot mode.
Because he's going to have those passes.
We know we coming. So.
He feel heavy as hell.
Someone is standing right there.
Throwing it in front of him, he's not looking because they're not cutting behind. It's all pass and space. Now it's pass and cut. You got to know those
Yeah,
passes.
so I got that. Those are the plays that I'll be looking for him. Like when you have it, right? You gotta. This man is gonna have to rotate here if he's trying to. Like you gotta know the options. But I just want to see him in pick and roll. Him guarding a bucket, love that.
Yeah.
Love it. With him posting up, I love it too because you know those guys are gonna cut. He's just gonna have to hit them because once he starts hitting those cut guys, can go.
So is your opinion shifting a little bit on Zach Edey?
As well.
You worked super high on him coming into the draft.
You sure were.
No.
You said he was gonna get fired. You said he was gonna get your fired.
Yeah. For where he's playing, it's perfect.
Perfect for them. But you said
If he was in Atlanta, no. If he was in Atlanta, no. If he was came to the Spurs, no. All the other teams are too young for
To
him.
his credit, though, Memphis was the furthest team away of thinking about putting him at a spot. We talked about the Spurs.
We talked about young. Yeah, we talked about the young teams. This is technically a veteran team. So even if you got drafted to, let's say, somehow the Sacramento Kings,
Perfect spot.
perfect. Shit, if you got picked for the Lakers, perfect spot. Put Anthony Davis at the 4, put him at the 5. I like it.
But here he gets to actually start.
He gets a start.
He has potential to start.
Shit, he was starting with the Lakers.
Yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't.
At the 5?
Not right away. Let the guy, because you're before drafting him. If you draft him, you're not even thinking of having a 5-man.
Yeah, we need a 5.
And if you drafted him, you would draft him for a backup 5.
We need a 5.
You get 5 period.
And who would you get outside of him? There would be Valanciunas is who they was trying to get.
Yeah. And for some reason,
You got robbed.
he was not trying to take
got
on the
robbed.
Lakers.
Robbed.
You got robbed.
Robbed versus somebody else.
Hey, make the t-shirt. Make the t-shirt. People will buy it. But Edey will be potentially competing for a starting role with that squad. Will have the opportunity.
Is what's his name is healthy? Adams? No, he's playing off.
He got straight.
Like he would be coming off the bench if Jared Jack played his position.
Exactly.
But he don't want to play the
He
5.
don't really want to play the 5. He wants to shift over to 4, but you got G.G. Jackson there as well. So
And that's why I said it kind of messes it up.
but he can still come off the bench. He's young enough now where he won't necessarily be tripping despite when
That's why I said put him at the 3. If that's what I said, if they go 3, 4, 5, you got to
But you potentially have John Marcus Smart, Bane.
I'm not starting Marcus Smart. I'm not going 6'2", 6'2", 6'2".
I'm just telling you.
Right.
Unless you running.
No.
Bane is
Unless you
6'2"?
running.
No, Bane is bigger.
No, he's 6'4". He's 6'4", but he's 6'4" negative wingspan.
If I'm going 6'2", we gotta be some running ass niggas.
So it's negative wingspan.
He's 6'5".
See,
But it's still, it's a small negative.
You got
T-Rex arms.
Like, no, but
Still effective. Up though. He's still up.
plus, like how
He
much
makes up for it with upness.
So that's why I said, so I'm fine, listen, I'm fine with having my guards both 6'4", 6'5", with 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and then 7'3".
Bane is
That a perfect
not
lineup.
no damn
Why am I
6'5".
not going 6'4", 6'4",
Oh.
6'4".
Yo, Bane is not
Bullshit, I
no
know
damn
my name is
6'5",
6'4",
bro.
6'4", and then I have 2 bigs back there. But it's still
Exactly. Bane is like 6 foot. What are you talking about? Bane is nothing but another.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Is he good enough to
defensively.
play the 4 and really be something for that team? Let's just say we haven't seen it since Steven Adams, right? And that's when he broke out. He broke out as a premier potential talent while he was playing next to him. He goes down, forced to play the 5. Wins Defensive Player of the Year. Right? So he don't have no room to go down from here.
This shit.
I think the first team.
I don't wish this on nobody.
He playing the 5 now.
Put him back in his natural position.
But that
But
natural
what is
position wasn't
causing
Defensive Player of the Year. He got Defensive Player of the Year at 5. Because he was guarding the 5.
That's the heel.
The 2-time block champ. So
He said Jared Jack. I'll give him.
both centers, he was block champ. No, he was block champ.
I don't know. Check the tape.
I mean, when you're talking about him being an elite player, you're talking about
He was dominant.
defensively or
Like they had-
overall?
he was
He
dominant.
obviously is an elite defensive player.
He was dominant. See, he was dominant at the 4 too. So it's really on him, I guess.
Because when I watched them at the tail, like maybe like 30
You should
games
always
left
say
in the
that it's
season,
hot. The
watching
phone's
him
hot.
play.
Like, how the fuck
and he
the
didn't
phone
take a
hot?
leadership role for that team. And he just kind of showed up when he wanted to. Because he didn't have, like, it was no excuse for him, but it was. It's
Yeah,
like,
6'2"
we
at
don't got
best.
these, and I'm forced to play the
Bane is
5.
definitely like
I can't do
5'10".
everything by myself. We don't got job. We don't got this. It's just me out here. And it's like, well, show us you're going to get 25 and 12.
Yeah.
He barely cracked. He didn't even average over 10 boards.
Yeah, I think that's
No,
the
yeah,
one thing
5
he can
boards.
improve.
5
is
boards.
his
As a center.
rebounding.
See,
That's it.
but see, that's but that's what I'm saying. So now technically, you need
23 and 6.
You need Edie at the back there then. So now Edie becomes more valuable.
So you have a career high in points, but only 6
What was
rebounds.
his career high point?
22.5.
See, that's what I'm saying as far as his talent.
At the center position.
I don't know how to gauge that. Like 22 at the center position, you go to the 4. Can you give me 20?
Basically 23 and 6.
No, but I don't know if he realizes this. He goes to the 4. His production's gonna go down.
Because he's playing his guys his size.
You're playing. No, I mean you're playing guys your size too, but that offense is not gonna be ran through you. At the center, you're already the only person that we get to pass the ball down to as a big.
Man, that feels so good.
We'll probably throw it into the
I can
big
do
man
30
and
seconds of
do
this.
cutoff from it.
Yeah, back.
Right? It used to be you.
Offense around.
It used to be you.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna throw it to Edie, go, and then if Edie don't have no pass,
If I
now
can
you
do
can go
30
sit there
whole
like,
seconds of this.
It's high-low now. But he gets that jumper. He gets that high jumper that he wants that high jumper by himself. So high-low from him is they got to go help from the top,
And then kick out.
or they let him go one-on-one in the post.
yeah. See his numbers. His numbers are gonna go down just because of the way the offense has to shift now.
He plays Zebo. He's gonna play the Zebo role. Zebo, Marcus
You
All.
can play the Zebo role, but not the Zebo plays.
Right. Because Zebo had all ISOs.
Yeah. You're not gonna ISO him. You're gonna do pick and roll. You got Bane coming off. I mean, it's.
He got a lot more though.
What I'm saying is, him now saying he don't want to play the 5 and go to 4 and bring it into 5
Yeah.
is gonna hurt him.
For sure.
It's gonna hurt him for sure. He averaged 23 last year. I mean,
And this is not just a
Junior
5
Bird,
to bring it
yeah.
in and just play 5. He can score that bitch.
Yeah.
He can give us 20 and 10. So that's gonna make sure we run off.
Yo, this dude is
That's why I was
perverted.
asking
like this is the best. This
I'm
is
afraid for him at 4.
This is like a great, like when you think about it, like how it rotates. That was a great pick by them.
So you go forward with it now.
They was happy.
That was a great.
Change the stance.
Like I'm thinking, it was like for Memphis, that was a great pickup by Memphis because now that whole team is about the same age.
Yeah.
that is
No, yeah, because
It's a young team.
It's not even a young team because that's not considered a young team. That's
Oh.
a middle,
The other.
compared to other. That's the middle of the road because John's what 23, 24 now.
That's
Right, Bane is about 24.
Yeah, Jared.
Right, Jared Jack about 24.
Job be 25 in August.
Yeah.
So one of them is the one.
All of them?
Is the oldest one. He's
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, so ZD on that. I mean,
Devin Bay 26.
yeah, so that's perfect. He's considered young. He's the second youngest player on the team.
Marcus Smart 30.
I think you've been calling him old for.
He was an old rookie, but he's young for that team.
Yeah, for sure. Now that we starting to talk about it more, I see them now as, even though they're in the West, you can put them on the East, they would have a chance.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like before, I'm like, oh, they're
That's
run
what I
down.
said. The West is just so stacked.
Well, we're going to talk about it later in the show. We will see where the
Yeah,
Grizzlies stack up
I like them now.
I like against the rest of the West.
Yeah, look, because when you spread it out, you're like, all right. They got
I can't talk hoops with everyone. That's so true.
Okay.
Well, let's shift over to the W. We got to talk more about these two super rookies in Caitlin Clark and Angel Reed. Both continued to look impressive as their battle for Rookie of the Year heats up. So Reed set a new WNBA record with her 13th straight double-double on Sunday against the Storm. Dropped her 14th double-double today in a win against the Dream. And after being named Rookie of the Month for June, Reese became the first rookie in WNBA history to be named Player of the Week as well. Caitlin Clark makes a picture of her own this weekend, becoming the first rookie to mess around and drop a triple-double. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, and a comeback win on the Liberty. Clark is on pace to become the first player in W history to average 16-plus points, 7-plus assists in a season. So Lexi, got to start with you. How impressive have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese been so far in their rookie seasons? And do you expect either of them to hit a rookie wall, especially considering that you guys are going to take a break now for All-Star? Will that benefit them? Will that hurt them?
I mean, I think it benefits them. Like, they're All-Stars, which is amazing.
Yeah.
They're going to have some time to rest mentally, physically. I think they hit their rookie wall, like, already. Like, it's over.
Okay.
I think both teams are still, like, in the process of adjusting to them. But, like, you're seeing those two teams building their future around their rookies. And that's something that I haven't seen in a while, which I think is amazing for them. Caitlin almost had another triple-double tonight. I think she was very close, or today. It's been good to see. I mean, it's been good to see them be able to work out their rookie season and get through it while getting, like, game experience. Because I know our team, like, our schedule, like, we barely practice, so you don't really have time to work on things and figure things out as a rookie. So them being able to figure it out in game, real time, and being successful is good for them. And I do want to give a shout out to our rookie, Rikia Jackson.
Shout out to Rikia Jackson.
Like, if we were winning some more games, I think she would be in this Rookie of the Year race for sure. She's been
doing her
really, she's been really finding her way, and I'm, like, really happy and proud of her.
So you talk about Caitlin, and Caitlin had 29 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds in a loss to the Washington
They
Mystics.
also were down 21 in the fourth quarter.
That's lost by 5.
Yeah, lost by 5. So
So when you look at these two rookies,
all the hype that was coming in before, they're both living up to it. It's I guess just the media and the fan base trying to put them two against each other, like this is still college, right? Where what they're both doing is making history, right? It's not whose history is better, is they're both making history. They're both doing something different, right? One's a guard, one's a big, right? Reese double-double does not change. Caitlin's triple-double doesn't change. Reese she might get a triple-double one day. Maybe. But she's gonna be a double-double queen. How she plays, that's gonna.
she already is.
What I'm saying is, she's gonna the way she's her trajectory. She might break the all-time double-double record.
Please.
Right?
Please do.
Because rebounding is what she's good. That's her gift. Her offense is. This is the bottom end of her offense. Right? This is the worst she's gonna be offensively. She's only gonna get better. So. Those numbers are gonna be. She's gonna be averaging 22 and 12 or 14 one of these years. She's gonna be a dominant force. Caitlin Clark is gonna be on the verge of playing like Luka. 2-3 years from now, she's gonna be averaging 22, 8 and 7, 9 and 7. Right? So these, if you separate and just watch them individually and stop. You talk about Caitlin Clark. People go, what about Reese? You talk about Reese. What about
I
Caitlin?
appreciate both of their games separately.
Just look at them separately.
Yeah.
They're both doing great, and who wins the this is the problem with the Rookie of the Year. Whoever wins it, the other one got cheated. The other one's gonna feel like they got cheated because they're both.
They're gonna give them both the Rookie of the Year.
That's why it's easier
For both.
for both to win.
I don't know. Caitlin gets a few more triple-doubles.
It's still one, even though she gets a few more triple doubles, she got one who holds a record of double. Like it's just one of those seasons that you're like, you know what?
No, we're not doing this.
What are we not doing?
We're not doing this.
Doing what?
Someone gotta win.
No.
We're not doing this. You know why? Because that shit was
Let's go
fucking good.
continue.
And I was over here like, do I sway with y'all niggas or no? Because that shit does, like, it's the.
What they're doing is, like, incredible.
It is.
And what I'm proud of Chicago and I'm proud of Indiana because I've been around this league and there's some hating ass coaches, there's some hating ass players in this league that would have, like, stomped that shit out so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on
I
two
know
teams
that.
that absolutely did not allow that to happen. And I'm going to credit Chicago and Indiana for that because I've seen that shit happen in real time on other teams with other players where they see something amazing brewing with their rookie or young players and they're like fuck her.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Do you think that because of the media was so strong,
They had to.
they had to perform fast? Because we seen Fever at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
and the shit
And
they looking like, you know, you're gonna sit on the floor, and all that media is sitting there like, well, she needs some new teammates. They said, look, girl, let's TikTok.
All that.
Girl, we with you, we with you.
Y'all better get right or y'all get left.
Get left.
Like,
On both sides.
her passing ability was going to show up before her scoring came. So y'all are gonna benefit more from knocking down these open shots and being able to play with her on the floor because she's gonna get you the ball.
We're not doing this. You know why? Somebody gotta win.
Somebody gotta
So
win.
if we in entertainment, right, and we going this person versus this person, this team versus this team, we love both teams, we biased. We don't know who's gonna win, we don't know who we wanna win, but guess what? You can't tie. You can't fucking tie.
They do it all the time.
No.
What was the last? So rookie of the years in NBA.
Was it J. Kidd and Grant and Jason Kidd?
Think about
Playing so well that it was like, wow.
Think about the competitiveness, the landscape of what side you gotta pick now. You think about how we've always tried to unify all of this
But
stuff.
like,
right?
why do we gotta if one wins, which that is very possible that one of them does win, it's gonna be a shitstorm.
No, it's not. It's gonna be
Yes,
beautiful
it is.
because everyone's now watching. We wasn't watching before because it wasn't the
But
reason
this
to
is
pick.
the perfect setup for the rookie of the year.
Nah.
They are
It
so
is the
good.
perfect setup.
Nah, we don't want peace,
How do you-
love, and
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Can you finish that three phrases after break?
Yeah,
Peace, love, and all that
It's
good
the
stuff.
brand. You got, that's what it's, and because it's not two guards, this is not two guards. This is a guard and a center. So how do you
do it every year
justify?
now.
What
We have to do it
criteria?
every year now.
Because what I'm saying is teamwork. If the voters are this, like let's put the voters as, all right, Shaq is a voter.
Shit, one-on-one.
Is a voter. Embiid's a voter.
Right. They gonna
Curry's a voter. And Kyrie's a voter. What's this gonna go?
Injuries.
Injuries,
All
please.
of them
Because
black.
the three bigs,
All of them motherfuckers black on that
Oh, yeah,
level.
that's
All of them black. They gonna pick injuries.
the three bigs value the double-double. Now the guards value what she's doing. So the guards see Caitlin Clark. The big see what injury. So it's two different slots.
Slow ass fucking
But we
phone.
all are players. Even you saying guards to this, bigs to this, but we all know wholeheartedly who deserves to be the rookie of the year based on record, based on what you do for your team, points, and all the stats that's allowed around it. I look at Angel Reese and I say she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because you're underrated. You're underrated as a rebounder. You're proven that you should be respected not only as a rebounder but as a force. Period. A presence.
Wait, who underrated her as a rebounder?
no,
I did.
Oh.
I underrated her as a
Yeah,
rebounder.
absolutely.
I didn't know she could do it in the
Oh, I
W.
absolutely. I'm not.
So I wanted to see it. So now that I see it, and it's like, okay, she deserves everything that she's getting for as far as recognition. But then
Yeah, boy.
expectations for her were already here. The team that she's spoon feeding to keep dropping the motherfucking eggshells all over the place. Imagine if she's picking up 6 more assists, she's getting 3 more rebounds, and she's putting the ball in the basket more because they're not really just trying to deny her everything. Like, I look at the potential of what happens when you make it even. You make it even.
Well, that's what I said.
Caitlin,
if they switch teams,
No, when Caitlin doesn't get all the pressure defensively, that's what you're asking,
Yeah.
right? Because she's making.
She has to
the teammates are
overcome.
playing
She has
better.
to overcome more than Angel does.
So Caitlin today, 29 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 steals,
And
3
like she said, she's turning
But that's
the
what
corner
I'm
on her.
saying.
No. Realize that.
but what I'm saying is they're both turning. One has the ball the whole time.
For sure.
The other one has to get the ball and make her own play.
Yes.
Right? And that's not her attribute. Her attribute is not scoring.
Right.
Right? But the fact that she's still averaging it, like she's still getting points. Nobody had her, literally nobody had her averaging double-double.
But if she's getting us 10 or 12 or even 14 a game, and that's unexpected, that's you getting dimed off. Oh, I got a quick one here. Give me 10, and I know I'm going to get 10 boards. That's a double-double.
Yeah.
It's just about how many times I get the ball to get my 10 points. Caitlin on the other hand, I gotta come off the pick and roll, but I got so much more to do.
But that's what I said. The fact is, we seen what Caitlin looked like in college, right? And because of her points was very high, no one else looked at her passing ability. Right?
She had nobody to pass to.
Yeah, you did. So what ends up happening is her biggest attribute is actually her passing ability.
Yes.
So there's gonna be a year where she leads the league in assists.
Who's playing right now?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's gonna be that. So like that's what I said. 2-3 years from now, there's gonna be a time where Caitlin surpasses just people in the league because of her stats is gonna be crazy across the board.
Alyssa, she's second.
Second right now,
She
too.
could finish. She could be the assist leader this year.
Imagine if they actually finishing her
Okay,
layups
so
like
now we have
And Angel Reese,
also her assists and then Angel's rebounds.
Angel leading the league in
We'll
rebounds.
neutralize that. That's how
Her
So
assist.
Angel's leading the league in rebounding. Caitlin probably will finish
In
leading
assists.
in
No,
assists.
you gotta go Angel's rebounding and Caitlin's points. Because we knew her
She
points.
leading the
was gonna
league
be
at
there.
rebounding. Shit, I didn't see that happening.
Caitlin's assist was gonna be here. We didn't know
I did.
Reese's rebound or points were gonna be here. As I said, they're both doing, and I don't wanna. If you gave it to both of them, I think both of them will sit there and say,
Look what we're doing.
Fuck that.
because
You need a villain. You need a motherfucker that's mad.
You don't want-
I didn't win.
no, you don't want a Gordon. You don't want a Gordon.
They ain't
You
get
don't
that
want
far
a Gordon in
yet.
the dunk
What a
contest.
joker. Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You need that fire. That's what creates the fire.
That can ruin.
It creates the fire. The fact that I was running around, it was me and you head to head, and you beat me out, and now I gotta figure out why.
Well,
Is
she's
it 'cause-
never going to because they're never going to guard each other.
Well,
They're
it's
never
not
gonna-
good. It's
like,
not even
never
about-
gonna
It becomes
be like
envious.
rock.
It becomes envious. You don't need that in this sport no more.
It becomes magic.
You don't need it.
Or
But they're not.
They're same position.
Rashad. Like, there's no way
I'm
there's
not talking about position-wise.
not going to be anything that either one, they can both play out of their mind,
Talking about name-wise.
respectively, and
Name-wise.
it's never going to matter.
It ain't about it. It ain't.
You got Magic versus Bird, not small.
They're small forwards.
No, he was a point guard.
No, he was a small forward. They were small forwards. One just had a different
Okay,
game.
but it's a point guard and a center.
Exactly.
Like,
So look, regardless of the position,
It's always going to be the center because
no,
she's
regardless
looking for one.
of the position, you have now a dynamic where people can identify with one or the other.
Well, why can't we love both of them
Because
and how they
everyone's not
play?
the same. Everyone has their
But
tier
that's
of where
what
they want
makes
to go.
this situation
Nigga
so
shit.
beautiful because you can appreciate so many aspects
You
of
don't,
the game.
you don't want a Gordon. I'm trying to
You
tell
don't have to do that shit no more.
Want someone who feels like they were ripped off so bad to the point where they're disgusted with the league itself.
Hey, that's too
And that's what ends up happening.
Go work harder.
So now I don't want to be a
Get
part
your
of
ass in the
No,
lab.
no.
10 more push-ups because you stopped early last time, and that's why you didn't get that last rebound that could have got you the award.
No, that's
You
not.
missed
That's not.
10 more points.
That's what,
You
no.
missed 20 layups in 3 games.
That person won't feel. That person won't feel that it's because of their play. It's gonna be feel because you cheated me. Now I'm looking at you like that.
But
Now
did
I
you
hate
get cheated?
Now I hate you.
Did you get
Yes,
cheated?
that's how I hate West Haven.
Whoever
Did you get cheated?
whoever wins and the other one feels
No, you can't feel cheated. Listen, if you want to dunk on boxing,
You broke the record.
boxing, if you get a draw in boxing, you don't feel cheated unless you just knew you were
She
winning.
broke the
10
WNBA
rounds,
record
no
in
one
the
knows.
first 20 games of the season, her rookie year.
Who won the dunk contest
What does that mean?
between Gordon and Zach LaVine?
Gordon won it, right?
No. That's why he hates the dunk contest.
No, he hates it. He hates the Dwayne Wade.
No,
Why?
he hates the
For
whole
Dwayne Wade gave him a 9.
No, he hates the whole.
No, he hates
all of it.
No, he hates Dwayne Wade.
No.
He had a whole video about it, music
He
video
is
about it.
But he hates
it.
Yeah, no, it's because
And we hate it for
you
him.
have to choose a winner. A loser doesn't like when he loses because you had to pick the other nigga.
Because Dwayne Wade was being a weird hater dude.
Yeah.
Like,
But it could have went even.
Even could win even.
But there ain't no evens. You gotta pick somebody.
we gotta depend on
Pick
the
a
weird
side.
hater person.
Now,
Hey,
let me tell.
who is Dwayne Wade to the community?
Hey, let me
Is he
tell.
a weird hater person or is he?
Let me tell you what
all the
happened.
fame niggas that we.
Let me tell you what happens though. The way it went, this person does not want to perform anymore. This man won, he don't want to perform anymore. So now your two biggest draws don't want to perform ever again. If they tie the following year, one has to say he's the winner. So you have both of them back the next year for a tie.
But that ain't gonna stop them from being light skinned and two like
But what I'm saying is,
should have came back anyway. Nobody
Why we
cares.
gotta be all that?
Cause that's how y'all act.
Why we gotta
That's how
be all
y'all
that?
act. You're acting sensitive and shit cause you lost and you won.
Niggas are
Man,
attached to their
fuck all
emotions.
that, man. It's a dunk contest, bro.
We are attached with our emotions.
So who you going for? Y'all going for both?
I'm both.
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 See, I know you're lying under them goddamn eyelashes.
I'm going for Clarice. Clarice. That's how they do when they bind both of them. Clarice.
I know you're lying under them lashes.
So just so we're clear, Levine beat Gordon, and Gordon came back next year and lost to Derrick Jones
They did
Jr.
it twice. Oh, no.
And then-
First time.
And Wade gave him the 9, I think, in that thing.
Oh, okay.
That's just.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say who I think because I think they're both doing amazing things and they're both breaking records every week. So good thing we don't have to decide right now.
We will see. We have a
Not a vote. So
we have a nice break to recalibrate, get our bearings.
It does not want to let go.
I just don't.
So we have to check.
Front runner right now is Caitlyn.
I just don't like to. You're in a position where both girls are in a great spirit.
This hurts so bad. Feels like I'm
they're
having an
happy.
outer body
They're
experience.
Doing things with the idea
Like I feel
of everything
numb
is
my whole-
fair.
I feel like
Whoever loses, I don't know if either one of them accepts it because from their lens, they're doing what it takes, right? I'm sorry, but Angel Reese for who she has to play against, the big girls, the physical girls, and she's shooting 30%. She's getting her offensive rebound. She's getting the offensive rebound, right? So she's getting it back and putting it back in. So it don't matter. She's doing what it takes for her position. The other one too, right? So they're both facing adversity. So we can't say who road is harder. If they both get to the top, it's like I gotta reward you both since this is what you're doing. If one was averaging 10 and 7, it's like but a double-double is a fucking double-double. It's hard. It's hard for me to just say one or the other. I'm sorry, I can't.
Listen,
I can't.
if we in the game, you gotta pick one or the other. You can't pick both.
yes, you can. That's like code.
Who you picking?
Like, unless there's a big it's like one of those. If it goes down to the end and one has a triple-double and one doesn't. Right? I mean, one doesn't have the double-double and her record get broke, and then you give it to her off with a triple-double, and it's like, that's
Like you
fucked up.
can.
But
Like, someone has to,
you know we wouldn't do it.
what I'm saying is someone has to, in the next few, after All-Star break, someone has to jump high, because right now, where they are, that motherfuckers, even if it's 50.5 and 49.5, I still don't feel comfortable saying 50.5 win.
If it's a triple overtime, right? Triple overtime, tie game, 2 seconds left. Missed the shot. Guess what we doing? We're going into the 4th overtime, right?
Somebody gotta win this shit.
Somebody
But that don't
gotta win.
But nobody has that.
So bored.
This is overtime.
So I'm asking y'all to put this in the
No.
scenario where you know somebody gotta win.
No.
Ain't no codes.
I ain't never seen that nigga smile that hard.
Even with the
He cheesing hard as fuck because he working on her.
All that attention.
He
all that
working on
negativity from both sides
both sides.
Look at them. They both looking directly at each other.
to each other.
They not
Not
like
the
us.
girls.
They
The
not
fan
like us.
bases are
But there's not enough like us. There's not enough like us right now.
Yep, they both looking at each other. Yep.
No, there's not.
No, but I'm balling.
No, there's no not like us.
Their game has like completely surpassed this fake beef
No.
that
No. How about this?
create.
Okay.
It's over.
The Indiana Fever or 7th place.
No. Who wins? Who's winning the beef before Utopia comes out?
Drake, because he already put out 2. This
Euphoria.
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 Before that.
Okay, so now Euphoria comes out. Who's winning?
It's a tie.
Okay, that's where we are right now.
But no, we're not.
No,
We are.
we're not. There's no right.
What do you mean? Nigga, big tracks still drop.
No, right now.
Still has an album.
There's one game.
No, it's Kendrick. I still have an album.
No, right now.
I ain't even done on
But
y'all.
that's what I'm saying. Right now, there's no not like us or family not. It's not yet.
How?
It's
We
not.
say that. Triple double was not like us.
Double. 13
First triple double.
13 double.
He's another one.
First triple double.
It's a
She broke
record.
the WNBA.
She broke a
And
record.
I broke a record.
Rookie.
Rookie
A rookie
triple double.
Yes.
Look at
Use your words
Look at the ball. No. Look. When it comes to kicking turnovers, I don't.
Yeah,
They're not her turnovers.
She's averaging 5 of them.
But those are not real 5 turnovers.
It's still adding to my career.
Being in the right place.
Her team. Remember I said it. Her teammate didn't understand that this is what she does.
Yep.
They didn't know that someone passes the ball like this, like with J. Kidd, 4 turnovers
But I
and
keep saying,
it's-
her passing ability
you
is
got to get adjusted to it.
freaking level, and everyone was
Yeah.
like, she gonna have 30. No, she's not.
All right.
She's gonna lead the league in assists.
Her passing ability and her scoring ability, right? That's 2 things, right?
Okay.
All right. And Angel who?
Rebound.
Angel rebound.
Yeah.
And what else?
Rebound.
Rest my case.
Like,
2 to 1.
hey, look,
Still.
like Magic came to the league averaging 4 turnovers. We didn't expect, know he passed the ball like that, so they're not even looking. Boom.
Early to just be like, this is the way.
They said it in the show.
Right now.
It's tied right now.
For me.
It's extremely.
So we asked the chat who will win WNBA Rookie of the Year. Over 5,000 voters. Currently, Angel Reese in the lead with 51% of the vote.
See?
It's close.
51%.
Those that have
There's 2 Americans that are both united.
Oh, it does, but and it's still 51%.
Yeah.
You probably thought it was gonna be like 80% Angel.
80%. No. 80% Caitlin.
Oh yeah.
I thought people would be
Well,
honest.
that's
Be honest.
what I'm saying.
Let's just be honest.
They remember a few weeks ago it was Caleb, and now they're like, okay, Angel got a little shit to her, which we all.
That's what I said. 51%. I'm not comfortable with that yet. That's what I said. Right now, there has to be something that puts him like, if she keeps going and she 20 something, and then the other one's 2 more triple doubles.
Bro, I'm so tired of this shit, but I'm getting closer and closer.
Getting double-doubles, because even the way she got her double-double today, her teammate like fed her the ball at the end of the game. Go get her.
And that's what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is her teammates, when they realize, because they know this double-double is holding you ground, just like everybody knows Caitlin Clark's assists. They're gonna be doing. They're gonna celebrate the shot. Y'all remember the Shaquille O'Neal?
Indiana Fever's field goal
You
percentage.
talking about David Robinson?
Y'all remember Shaquille O'Neal, David Robinson, right? They fighting for the scoring title. Shaquille O'Neal decided to sit his ass out because he thought he won. And David Robinson's team was like, how many points he need? 60 something? All right, big fella. There you go. There you go. And he got his 72. Was it a real 72?
These next 20 games.
Shit, 72 is 72.
No one even questioned, was that padding the stats?
Yes, but who cares?
We didn't have internet back then. We didn't know what it was.
When they were trying to do it, when his teammates were like, oh, you can get the scoring title if you average as many points. And he just force-fed him the whole time, and he scored 72 the last game against the Clippers. No one talks about that.
72 is 72.
On the books it says it, but in reality, was it?
It's not going to diminish what Andrew does because it looks easy to her.
That's great. That's great.
That shit don't look easy.
That's not what I'm saying. Is if a rookie,
Look easy at
if a
all.
rookie is making it look easy, god damn it, let's go. They both making it look easy right now, and I can't wait the next season. Hey, both y'all ladies, congratulations, co-MVP. Let's get into next season.
Hell no. You on this
Now with Andrew Wilson in this side,
Now both cities got a rookie of the year. Shit, if I could throw a third motherfucker in there, I would.
So, let's separate that.
No.
White's over here, black's over here.
Exactly.
Stay over there in your mind. Well, stay in your mind.
But they gotta say come over.
Your water fountain is over there. Got your own water fountain.
it's water fountain for everybody, Rashawn. Let's keep this thing moving.
Said if we win, you can get the water fountain this week. Shit, don't you want to drink out that water fountain?
Let's keep this thing moving.
Now, you know what's funny though? What's funny is no matter how you look at it, it goes back to this like Indiana Fever, White City, Chicago, Black City, for sure. That's what I say. It just makes it for the jokes that we just can't help it.
Let it be, bro. Why don't you man?
It's one of those things in the playoffs. I don't know if you can get away with it during these times. But like, I don't know if y'all know about the Philippines. In two rivals is going against each other, there's no mixed crowd. One group sits on one side.
That's lit.
And the other group sits on the other side. It's not mixed.
Oh, yeah,
So if you're going for the
Chicago game versus the Phoenix game?
and all Chicago
It should be arena like atmosphere like that.
We're gonna cut it in half. Don't come over here. Now y'all get the check back and forth back.
Every once in a while, it should be like that.
Raiders, Niners.
What didn't they just do something? They put their games on. I don't like that.
What?
I don't like that.
What?
They put their games on at the same time.
The WNBA?
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, today?
and what's gonna happen is obviously Caitlin Clark is gonna get more views on her game than the other one. Then you're gonna try to use that narrative. I don't like that.
Back that up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So
Enough with the
As
narrative.
soon as I seen that, I was like, that's some bullshit.
Appreciate the
It
rush.
should have been like back-to-back game. It should have been like boom, boom.
Appreciate the
let's keep this thing moving. So during the week of the NBA draft, the Nets and Rockets made an interesting move, swapping some future first-round picks. Shams had that report. The Nets were traded the Suns 2025 pick swap and 2027 first-rounder and a first-rounder and a swap in 2029 to the Rockets for their own 2025 pick swap and 2026 first-rounder from the James Harden trade.
Wait,
But why would he even type that out?
It's confusing, but this was before the draft. But there was some reasoning behind it.
Okay.
So word on the street is the Rockets could be looking to try and make a move for either Kevin Durant or Devin Booker in the near future if the Suns don't live up to the hype. So in response, the Rockets. The Rockets. So in response to those reports, Suns owner Matt Ishbia dropped the following tweet hours before the first round of the draft. He said the NBA draft night is the best. Everyone talking about the drama and storyline. Some are right, some are just wrong. My turn. Phoenix loves Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant loves Phoenix. And we are competing for a championship this year because we have the team to do it. Gotta love
Matt
draft night.
with 1T, that's fire.
So,
I like that name.
fast forward.
Ishbia.
During an interview with Yahoo Sports' Vince Goodwill at Team USA training camp, KD addressed the trade rumors, effectively put them to bed.
Were you online on draft night when everybody was saying, it's hard not to hear what they got to say about you? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how I was
It's like, yeah.
KD is how I was
Just make up
being right now.
lies. Like, everybody don't believe you.
I hope everybody's having a great day.
But anytime you want
I always say that, but I honestly mean it because I'm always having a great day.
It's a for sure.
Back pains or not, ain't gonna stop me.
People going around this time. Besides, the journeyman is leaving again. That storyline gonna always hit. You know the people. You know what I'm saying? That's why they see the alerts on ESPN on your phone. Okay, he's thinking about leaving. That's how big that story is, which is whack. Cause I'm talking to Phoenix every day.
I hate that he never got the chance to actually like sit with the
GMs,
team.
coaches, everybody, we've been locked in. So it's like to somebody say, well, Phoenix wants to get out of the KD sweep. So I'm sitting there like, where is this coming from?
So we actually had a button we ordered off of Amazon Prime. It was delivered.
It's coming from sources. There should be a rule moving forward that as journalists, you should never be allowed to use sources. Because
Just sources.
if it's not a real person, if it's not a real
You can make that
person
shit up.
that someone can go fact check, then it's just you
Lying.
saying it, right? That's just how it is. Sources say this person said this. Okay, who's the source? So we can check to see this valid. Because if not, then
But what if the source can't put their name on it because they don't want to lose their job?
they shouldn't be saying it. Because it shouldn't, you should not legally be.
And tweet about whatever you want to. Don't use your.
Wouldn't that destroy the very fabric of journalism, though?
No.
Was predicated on sources giving you information?
You shouldn't be, you can't do it in court. You can't say my source told me. Review your source. Can't. You can't, that's what I'm saying. It should be illegal.
Who's the source in this situation?
Whoever wrote it at this point.
The facts are the source.
No.
The facts.
You know what the facts are?
No.
What are the facts, Rashad?
Does Kevin Durant have a I want to leave button?
Like what?
Does Kevin Durant have a I want to leave button? Has he pushed this button before?
He has
And
left
how many
from yesterday.
times Kevin Durant
Well, you don't got
is
it
on the move
anymore.
button.
You don't got it no more.
I'm just asking the question so I can just kind of lay this thing out for you about why it makes sense what you're saying, but the facts are the facts. Is that you have been a journeyman and you have been on the move, and that button has been pushed before. So even if the journalists don't have sources, what they do have is a timeline.
But what he's thinking is that people use that story just to get clicks and conversation.
I mean,
instead
nigga,
of
you
doing
made it.
their job.
Exactly.
Allowed me to do that based on an insinuation on what your past had looked like.
Damn.
Your past had looked like, if it don't go well here and I don't win here, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here.
That's
They
like
call it a journey.
I'm Kevin Durant.
So exactly what he's saying. That because you guys call me the journeyman, you guys can sit there and push the button. Katie wants to leave, and because of the resume, you believe it. Even if no one in my organization, we don't even think about, you get to use it. Tomorrow they can come during the Olympics. Hey, Suns is thinking about moving KD. Fake. Sources say you can't sit there and do that.
But it sounds real though. Why?
Because he's left.
Because he's left. And that's the only reason why it seems unfair to him. And it seems like the media shouldn't be able to do it. But the fact that they can do it is the fact that you have left. And that's the only reason why is the button is there. And we can use that button on anybody's past mistakes or past anything. And be like, hey man, you've done it. You can't say,
What I'm saying is,
just, they're not pulling shit out of thin air.
yeah, they are.
KD might be on the.
I don't got no views today. If I don't have no views today, there's no storylines. Hey, we got this button. Katie's leaving. Oh shit, Katie's about to leave. Now he's sitting there looking on Twitter. Katie's about to leave. Now he gonna call somebody. Hey, y'all trying to trade me? No. You trying to leave? No. What the fuck's going on here?
What is that person on the phone supposed to say? Yeah?
I feel like if your player has to, you
No, because you know not to be honest, it's business, not personal. No, of course not. Hey, who the fuck told Kev we was trying to move?
Hey, have you noticed?
Who the fuck told Kev? Hey, bring him here.
Somebody get fired.
We're supposed to be doing this under the table. Who told him? And how did they get to Kevin already?
Have you noticed? It's never sources inside organizations anymore. It's just the word sources.
Yes. Just like I told you with Stephen A.
It's not even.
I told you that when it was making that shit up.
What I'm saying is, it's not even sources in the Suns or sources on because if you say sources in the organization, now the organization gets started looking.
Where do you think this shit's coming from? But sources not allowed to speak publicly on the matter.
Yeah, like
Sources I can't name.
Sources don't got their own fucking phone. They can call you.
The funny thing about the world we live in now is it's usually easy because only like 4 or 5 people who know the shit. So process of elimination, usually.
If I'm James Bond and I'm undercover, don't fucking blow my fucking cover.
Let me
I'm
do it.
cool. I'm the one giving you this inside information.
Well, that's
Relax.
the point. People are releasing these statements because they want traffic to their pages and their stories.
You should be.
Not true.
It
It's
is
people
true.
inside the camps that's releasing
No,
information.
these journalists are
because they are
lazy,
unsure.
they're
You should be able to.
annoying, and they
But-
don't be caring. Like,
So you're saying 100% of this shit is not true all the time when we hear it?
I would
or-
say more of it is untrue than true.
Or some of the sources actually leak the shit and we actually hear the truth and we have to make
When do
sure
we-
that shit doesn't get out as bad as possible?
When has any of it panned out? When you sit there and hear some of these things, like
Paul
you
George shit, the Paul George shit.
what was that? What is it?
Leaked that Philly had 212 available, they would go for
Ooh.
it. If he opted out, they did it 2 weeks before that.
Who sources say?
They didn't say it. They're not gonna say this.
So who reported it?
I think it was Shams or Woj, one of them.
We gotta look.
One of them.
If you scratch a sniff and do a little digging, it's usually pretty easy to figure
What I'm
out
saying is,
where these things are coming
Once it came out that PG could potentially opt out, it popped up that we give you the money. We'll give you money. Boom, now he's thinking, now he know. Somebody just leaked it out.
where was the sources? When I look at now,
Socks are annoying.
real stories that happened this summer. Where were sources then? Where was the fucking source on Klay Thompson moving? There was no source. Where was the source that saying, they're not gonna sign him, he might be leaving? There was no source. It was, oh shit, Klay unfollowed the Golden State Warriors.
Clay was the source.
Klay
was the source.
unfollowed Golden State. That was a real thing. There was no sources behind. What was the sources behind when they denied his 2-year $20? There was no sources then, right? No, the first time we felt that there was fucking is because he pushed the unfollow button. Then everybody, oh shit, there was no person that came out and said there was a problem going on.
The source ended up being Klay Thompson the whole time.
It's always the source of the player.
But I'm saying, if we're talking about finding the source in the Klay Thompson situation, it was him. Because he was the one that was holding on to the information about, I'm not signing back with them because they didn't take care of me when I wanted them to.
Then what was the Golden State source? There was a source. What I'm saying is, where's the sources on real things that's happening?
That was a real thing.
When it's real
There's
thing.
talk about DeMar going to Sacramento?
No, a damn source.
It was. It was the source that came out before that deal came.
When?
It was the source.
What? An hour before they signed?
3 days before.
Who reported it?
Potential, I think Woj.
After he done signed the contract.
It was like the Sacramento Kings are in talks with a sign and trade for DeMar DeRozan. I remember.
In talks of signed and trade. When he signed, when did we find out?
When the Lakers didn't sign, when we found out the Lakers couldn't take the deal down, we found out the Lakers dropped the ball. That was the only reason he did the deal, because he couldn't go to LA.
We don't see no sources or no deals. It's just always some fluff shit, fake trades.
Feels a little unfair to say that every report has been wrong, like all the time, and it's like wrong to say.
What's the percentage? Because if you're gonna say, what I'm saying is, if you're gonna say if you're gonna say sources,
the Reddick story, for example, was correct.
if we're gonna say,
Tom's initially saying that was correct.
That's just
But we're talking about the same player every year.
Reddick was going to.
then when we say sources, what I'm saying is,
the number one.
what I'm saying is, when we
Somebody
say,
on this couch said that as well.
when we say sources,
Definitely said it way before Sean said it.
when we say sources, what is the percentage?
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go to
of
the
the
bathroom.
source actually being right?
It's hard to calculate.
Because you're gonna be, when you say source and you're getting real information from a real person, you have to be batting about 90-95%. You can't be the weatherman.
They are literally told not to reveal their sources. That's how they're trained.
It's a
So
sources.
it's just the opposite. And they're legally protected, since you did bring up.
Legally protected by who?
They don't have to reveal their sources.
You don't have to say you can make it up. That's what I'm saying. So
Well, that's what social media is doing now.
That is a very real thing as well,
what I'm
bro.
saying is, so you can legally, like, if I want to be popping and I need traction, I can just make it up and hide behind the word sources.
That's true, Gil, but if you are wrong a number of times in a row, you lose credibility and no one listens to you.
But here's the good thing: if you're wrong, you just switch it up. Oh, he was gonna go to the Lakers, but then the Kings came in at the last minute.
Yeah, the question is, how many times has the source or the journalist has been wrong?
Because
Or how
you just
many
move on
times
to
has
the
the
next.
source been an actual person and not the person just typing this shit
Well,
out?
you have to be wrong as a journalist pushing out that this source gave
And then
this
people will
information.
stop listening.
Then we would have to find out who the source is.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but you have to be wrong for that.
How am I wrong?
In order for us to find out that your source is your source, you have to be wrong. So to say, who gave you that information, bro? That's just wrong.
So if I make a statement and say my sources tell me that Anthony Davis is on the chopping blocks to be traded, how do you prove that?
I believe it.
As a journalist?
Yeah, no, they can. How do you prove that's real? They're gonna say, oh, we're not trying to trade him. He gonna come in. What's going on? There's no proof there. But you would all sources say they decided they're gonna keep him.
Well, that's the beauty of journalism.
That is saying, like when I went to try to get the lawyers on the National Basketball Players Association to talk on my behalf for collusion, and they told me that I needed a certain amount of information that I couldn't get from sources. Couldn't get from sources. And if I can't prove it, I should present it because you don't have no evidence. So if you don't have no evidence for sources, like you said, they can hide it, they can lie, they can literally be like, man, yeah, we just didn't want him. So it didn't have nothing to do with the fact he was injured, because if you guys didn't pick him up because he was injured, that means we owe him workers' compensation, right? But y'all can all, to avoid paying him that money, say we just didn't want it. You can literally lie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't like journalism. I don't like journalism. Like if you had a certain standard of journalism, you should be able to say the source or not report. You shouldn't just hide behind source, right? Right now, someone can say Memphis is upset with John Morant for what he's been doing this summer, and 99% of the sense to everybody.
But what if the source can say, I got plausible deniability? I don't know what you guys are talking about. And of course, it's coming from the president or the CEO or the fucking owners. Coming from him. Directly to this, I want you to put this statement out.
Yeah, for
Boom, 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 boom. You know you can't say my name, but it's coming from me.
Okay,
See
now-
how they respond to it.
Now, I like what you just said. You say the source, and we come to the source, and the source, I didn't say none of that.
But how do we know that the source ain't lying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know the source.
Now you just put him under the burner. Because you just denied that you was the source because you don't want to out yourself. Now he's under the burner. Now when the source gives us another story, what are you going to do with it? Yeah, you just burned me last time. I'm not going to put this shit out.
But you still don't know who the source is.
But what I'm
You
saying,
don't know.
Sometimes these sources need these stories to go out because they got their own personal
agenda. Everybody has
Or
their
in
agenda.
the organization,
Right.
and they're the one trying to
They
take
can't
the shit
Or
out.
they're negotiating with the organization.
Because we need them.
Yeah, because we need them.
We need the journalists. So they're just trying to take shit up to see what everyone thinks about. If we move KD, what would you think?
Yeah, sometimes they like just checking the tip, and I
Yeah, let me see what you think about this. What you think about this?
And they present it to KD, and then he has to respond, and it
Yes.
feels like testing him.
Yes.
Like,
How do you feel?
weird.
Are you really loyal to us?
Yeah,
I just want to be here. I just
that
want
shit
to.
is so
man,
boring.
players do the best shit in the NBA, dog. Still do it. They talk to him, but hey man, this man ain't passing the ball enough, man.
Don't you see?
Sources say he's ball hogging. Now we write it. Sources inside the organization say McCain's ball hogging and need to pass the ball a little bit more. Need to pass it to you.
Now everyone's why now every possession.
Wemby and his team.
And now he gets to go out. Now he gets to go out and get back the ball every time. Because then why did you never do something? It was me.
Let's keep this moving.
How you doing?
Let's keep it moving toward.
Pass and get with the ball on play, man. Sorry, kill that motherfucker, man. He don't give you interviews anyway, man.
Let's keep it moving toward a new segment back here at Gills Arena. Since the offseason, we want to rank the top tier teams in the playoff picture in each conference on paper. So when we say playoff picture, we mean top 6 spots only, because those are the ones that are guaranteed entry, not the play-in. So we ranked each yesterday, so today let's shift to the Western Conference. The council agrees on where a team should be ranked, and they will be added to our extremely sophisticated whiteboard, where the official rankings will live underdog fantasy spares no expense. To clarify, yesterday there was some confusion. The teams can move up and down the board as new teams are presented. We need at least 2 of the 3 of our guilds to agree before we can move on. If we can't agree where we're ranking, then we will leave it up to the chat. And I know none of y'all here want to do that, so y'all better get it together and agree.
Put the shirts in there
So our
too.
production team has decided on 12 Western Conference teams that will be vying for these top 6 spots. We're going to start
Crust
with
as fuck.
Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. So they were 49-33, 6th in the West. Last season, lost in a sweep to the Timberwolves. Key off-season move. Nothing major. They did get Bo back. That is important. The people's champ. Andre Bo. Suns' big 3 was 26 and 15 in games they played.
Turn this around so I know what it is.
But we're only on the floor for a total of 862 minutes, 125 minutes in playoffs when they got 15. Okay, so where should we rank the Suns amongst our paper champions?
Yeah,
Fuck, that's a hard one. Okay, Durant played 75 games. Bill played 53. That's 22.
Well, I guess my back doesn't hurt anymore.
29.
I just wasn't thinking about it.
New coach also, Coach Bud in for
Mike Budenholzer replacing Dirty Frank as some on this couch gentleman.
finished 6th last year. Yeah.
6th in the West last year.
This is kind of damn.
But he's clean. Yeah. Mixed everything.
And then we
Stupid.
have Bo Boba.
I'll leave them there. That's it, 5 or 6. I don't know.
Who's mine?
Because I'm looking at the top 6. I was like, who am I picking out the current top 6? I'm going to put Sacramento up there.
I'm taking.
You're taking them out.
I'm going to put them right on the outside.
Lexi, you say 6, or now they out as well. Because if you and Rashad come to consensus, you have negated Gil's opinion.
Out. Suns are out.
Suns are out. Lexi, do you agree with Rashad? Suns are out.
Thinking that the future was going to be.
Well, now I'm thinking about the Clippers being out.
Oh, we're gonna talk all these teams.
Still keeping the Suns in though. And the Kings are thinking about
Teams
what
have gotten better.
Almost socks. Food.
Because Clippers got worse, Mavs.
got better.
I think Westbrook's going to Denver.
Oh, Westbrook to Denver would be nice.
You know,
I can safely say 5.
yeah, I said 5 or 6.
So, do you want to say 5 to agree with Gibbs? We can get a
Who's gonna be 6?
majority rule?
Denver, OKC,
Minnesota, Dallas,
Dallas,
Phoenix, and
Lakers.
Kings at 5. Then I throw LA in there at 6.
I don't know if I was Warriors shit or
I'm throwing them out.
whatever.
26 and 15.
I'm throwing them out.
Still won
You're throwing
49
Phoenix
games.
out?
Yeah, just 3 guard heavy.
Yeah, you said 5. Lex, do you want to agree with Gill at 5, or do you want to say the Suns are out of the mix? We need to
I'm
consider
going to have to make a space for that.
So, Gill and Lex are both at 5. With the Suns at 5. Let's move on to our next game. The Golden State Warriors,
No.
46-36 last season, 10th in the West.
He's at 5.
They lost playing to the Kings.
That's nasty.
But they finished 6th.
They still moving.
They finished 6th, not
We have 12 teams, and we were on a tight time schedule. We got it.
What else can I do?
Golden State Warriors 46-36 10th in the West. So this is lost playing game of the Kings. Key offseason moves. They took Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, and Anthony Milton, but lost Clay to the Mavs. Where should the Warriors?
I'm gonna swap that, put that over here.
I
Well,
got out.
Yeah.
Out. Warriors are out. Good job, guys. Quick, efficient. Next up, the other king of Los Angeles, the Clippers.
Out.
51-31 this season, 4th in the West. Lost in the first round of the Mavs 6 games. They re-signed James Harden. Westbrook opted into the season. They got Batum, Derrick Jones Jr., but lost Paul George to the Sixers. Where should the Clippers rank amongst the paper champions?
That's top 6.
Top 6 locked in playoff spot.
Shit.
I mean, they gotta be out. Because who else is gonna move out? We already moved out.
We have several more teams to go.
Phoenix, yeah.
I'm out.
Clippers out?
Yeah, out.
Clippers are out.
We kept Phoenix.
Clean sweep on the Clippers list.
Phoenix or the Clippers being out for me.
Next up, let's move to one of Rashad's favorite players, teams, the San Antonio Spurs. 22-60, 14th in the West last season, missed the playoffs. Got Chris Paul, Harrison Barnes in that DeRozan trade. Drafted Stephon Castle out of UConn.
That's a great pickup.
Amongst our favorite.
I like that kid.
They out.
Out, Spurs are out.
30 more games.
Who we think just
Yeah, they out. What do you mean?
the Spurs have a chance to play?
Oh, I was waiting for this, and I totally didn't even pay
Spurs
attention
are
to,
playing.
you know.
They can finish top 10 in the West.
You think they're in a double?
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, for sure. They have a DT and Harrison. Those two vets that can get the ball. You know, they can score. They can make good plays.
So next up.
Double their thing.
Rough West season.
Next up.
Sit out.
That's why there's 12 teams vying for these 6 spots. Next up, the
Heavy D.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'm about to play some Heavy D.
57-25 this season. First in Adam Silver's Western Conference. Lost in the Western Semi to the Wolves in 6 games. Traded Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso. Signed Isaiah Hartenstein.
I got them at 4.
Where should the Thunder rank amongst our division? Lexi has the Thunder at 4. 6. Rashad has them at 6.
Yeah, I'm not mad at 6.
I'm not fond of the Caruso Giddy. I think Giddy gave them more.
You crazy.
The Hardenstein.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm 6.
Caruso's that dude.
Hardenstein.
I changed.
Hardenstein.
But you okay?
So again, where do you feel the Thunder will rank? Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, they got him at 6. So
6? 6.
I mean, I had him at 3.
Gil had him at 3. Just wanted preference, but we have majority rule on this couch. Thunder are 6. Why such a significant drop in your guys' minds from first in the West last season?
Because other teams
Definitely
got
should
better.
put more there.
Did they not get better adding
Not as better as the other.
former Laker Alex Caruso?
To me, it's like when you look at OKC and the way that they got to that
I love
spot,
these
they just
papers.
play hard nosed. play consistent throughout the season.
Young team.
And when you play that way, you're gonna take games from teams that don't come in thinking.
Well, now, they got a target on their back.
Now they got a target. Now we see that.
It's going to be different.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. Sacramento Kings, our next team.
Pizza man.
Lost the final playing game to the Pelicans after.
I thought that would be easier than having a vacuum tobacco off the carpet all the time, but it seems like I'm out to vacuum carpet, tobacco off the carpet anyway.
Fortunately, the Kings
Mine
rank
just
amongst
quit.
our paper champions.
4.
You have to go 4 since y'all got 5. I was gonna have 5. 4 is good.
4 good. Lex, you say 4 for the Kings. Gil, where you put the Kings, even though majority's already ruled. Just want to know.
I mean, they weren't that many games behind. They were like between 3 and 5 games out of.
It was a very, very, very tough Western Conference this past
Let's
season.
see how many games did the best player play.
It's about Fox or Sabonis.
Sabonis. Both of them. Sabonis played more. I think he close to getting Iron Man.
Maybe he'll get some love this year. Because he deserves it.
Facts.
So Fox played 74 games.
It's a lot.
Sabonis played 82.
And
Yeah.
Sabonis played
Yeah,
82.
he needs to get way more
And where did they finish?
recognition.
9th. Gil has the Kings out. Where you have them?
Huh?
I had him at 4.
We had him at
So majority rule.
Their two best players. The two best players played damn near the whole season, and that's where they were.
But they were
Now they have DeMar DeRozan.
5 wins behind 6
Why
players.
the Rosen name spelled
And now
weird?
they have DeMar.
So
You know,
Yeah, so you add DeRozan, you fight for 6.
Gil said they were out, but Rashad and Lexi both said 4. So we have the majority rule on that. The Kings are 4. Based on that, so let's recap quickly.
I would put them at 8th.
You guys have Warriors, Clippers, and Spurs out. You currently have Thunder in 6th, Suns in 5th, Kings in 4th. Let's move on to the most important team in this discussion, the Los Angeles Lakers. 47 and 35, 7th in the West. In-season tournament champions, the first in-season tournament championship in NBA history.
Man, that seems so long ago.
Banner number 18.
And when you're trying to belong, seems
A powerful. Unfortunately, that derailed the rest of their season. Focusing on the most important championship, the Harvey won to win. They drafted Dalton and Freddie James. Where should the Lakers rank amongst our paper champions? Also,
1.
you know, as Lakers at 1, baby.
Fuck no.
I can't find any reason to argue with that.
Well, just hear me out though.
Hear Gil out.
We got LeBron James,
Okay.
They do have LeBron.
right? That's like Donkey
Who
Kong.
you negotiating with, her or me?
No, I'm just saying, that's like
You talking to her or
so we got Donkey Kong,
I
right?
can do this when you say this.
No, we just
Say it again.
well, you know, we got Donkey Kong, and now we got Donkey Kong Jr. Right? That's a better game. Not better. That's a better game.
Better by a lot of standards.
You do not play on that system no more.
Diddy Kong was nice.
We don't got it.
Right? So I'm just saying, we got 2 LeBron Jameses on the court. Not just 1.
There are 2.
We got 2.
2 LeBrons on the Lakers.
When Big James gets hurt, we can put his DNA. We can put the little DNA in there.
The little DNA in there.
I'm going 1. So what y'all got?
I'm gonna use my veto power.
And do what?
You guys both do not count now. We're no, I'm just kidding.
How?
So Gil has Lakers 1. Rashad and Lexi both have Lakers out. Unfortunately, due to the rules, which have now become very annoying, majority rules, Lakers are out. Almost.
Yeah, you're right. We should have changed the rules.
Just sit your little ass over there. Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr.
Don't forget it.
2 James. 2 James.
We have 2 LeBron James on the roster.
Watch him on the sideline today.
Career point leaders combined. So our next team up is the New Orleans Pelicans. 49 and 33, they were 8th in the West. Got the 8th seed after getting the win over the Kings in the play-in tournament. They were swept in the first round by the Thunder. They got DeJounte Murray, but lost Valanciunas to the Wizards. Where did the Pelicans rank?
We need to go ahead and fill in.
They lost some big.
Lost Valanciunas.
This far.
So out, 2 outs for the Pelicans.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
It's tough when you just look at 1, 2, 3 left on the board.
Where did Valanciunas go?
Yeah, but
You know what that is.
next up, this one's gonna be tough. Minnesota Timberwolves, 56-26, third in the West, lost to the Mavs in the Western Conference Finals in 5 games. Signed Joe Ingles. Also acquired Rob Dillingham in a trade. Where should the Wolves? Joe Ingles. Where should the
I'm
Wolves
wondering
rank
where
amongst
Joe
our
been,
favorite
but
champions?
They were 3 last year. We're tied for it. No,
Yeah.
Three-way tie.
Yeah.
Three-way tie, didn't they?
Denver.
I got them at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Timberwolves moving up. They did lose Kyle Anderson, also known as Lee Kyrie.
Oh shit!
Lee Kyrie.
Don't get him started on
Lee Kyrie in China.
Oh man, we lost a whole 4 points.
You will live to regret that. Mr. B, Brandon Jennings, and just he's just pulled up for our post-show meeting. Obviously got swept by Kenyon. Not in a particularly good mood right now.
Now you came here, man.
Never had, but Timberwolves too. Let's keep it moving. The Grizzlies of Memphis, 27-55, 13th in the West. They missed the playoffs. Drafted Zach Edey out of Purdue. Getting a healthy John Morant. Desmond Bain, Marcus Smart back. Where should the Grizzlies rank amongst our paper champions?
it's this fucking
I think
team right
they're
here.
out, but after our little dialogue,
That's why I tried to set you guys up earlier in the show.
they're cringe. I feel like.
Nah, because we could have orchestrated this shit a little bit better. The Lakers could have been in. I think Denver can be out.
We
Rashad.
will get to them shortly.
Out?
I feel like Denver's days are numbered.
Man,
I'm thinking
Out?
Denver's
Top 6?
who did they lose? They just lost who?
They lost KCP and Reggie Jackson.
We are not talking about them currently. We're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. We appreciate the conversation. Always shifting to some shit we were not even.
We could have slid the Lakers in a 6. You put the Suns there. I'm in limbo with the Suns even being there. Which then says the Suns got to fight against the Pelicans and the Clippers. Depending on who the Warriors get, they might even make a run for top 6, depending on how the season goes. But I see Denver in there like scrambling.
We are talking Grizzlies.
Denver straight on them
Grizzlies are out.
Grizzlies are out.
Yeah, Grizzlies.
Okay, so now let's move on to our next team. The Dallas Mavericks. 50-32 this season, 5th in the West. Reached the NBA Finals, lost the 5 games to the Celtics. Got Klay Thompson and signed trade, but lost Tim Hardaway Jr. and Derrick Jones Jr. Where should the Mavs be on our paper champion board?
1.
The Mavs at the top team in the Western Conference right now.
Well, they end up. It was champions, right? They won the West. They won the West.
That's fair.
Without Klay Thompson.
That is a very valid point.
Valid. Rashad says number 1. Lexi, what are you feeling?
What did they win last year? 5?
They were 5th in the West last season.
Let me say, y'all got me
That's
second guessing Denver.
Yeah, I don't.
And as long as Jokic is off the
Yeah,
floor.
y'all wanna move Timberwolves to the 1 spot?
I like that one.
Regular season?
Because think about that. Think about Timberwolves, what they were struggling with. They didn't get better at the things they were struggling with.
Damn. I don't know.
They didn't make any.
I don't see Dallas being a number 1 team in the
No,
regular
not
season.
number 1.
Nah, they're too small now. Oh, they're too.
I think even trying to figure that part out with them 3, that's a better big 3 that the Suns got.
No.
To me.
As far as playing, maybe not individually, but together.
Together, them 3.
I'm just thinking about defensively that they were bad last year. Luka's bad last
They
year.
still made
That
it all
pinky
the way
toe
to
ain't
the
no
top.
fucking joke. Damn, man, shit
The record
hurts.
didn't say that they were the best. They were at 5th, right?
Yeah.
They were 5th last year.
But then Kyrie missed a lot.
Yeah, Kyrie, and there's no
We
Klay.
had the trades in the middle of the
You
season.
depending on Derrick Jones Jr. to hit 3s for you. Now you got Klay.
Yeah, but now you left 42-inch vertical defensively for 32-inch.
Washington, move to his spot, man. Get in the gym, get that vertical up.
32-inch vertical. Then you got Kyrie with his vertical and Luka with his 21-inch vertical. That's very hard.
That's a small metric of stats that we need to cover the bases of. We need scoring. We're going to get 18 a game from this dude. We got rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. And we need a shooter. That's a guy right there. That's definitely number 1 in the West.
So you would put.
So Rashad, Mavs at number 1. Lexi and Gil, we need your vote. We do not want to let the chat get involved.
No, it's because I don't.
Number
You're
one,
right, because I don't think Denver's number one either. That's why I said it's easier to say.
maybe Minnesota at one.
That's
They're not
why.
one either.
I know
Got
that's
outplayed.
No one's number one.
They got outplayed. Giannis outplayed and went outplayed Thompson.
But they're jumping from 5 to 1.
Man,
One, the
outplayed
best team in the West.
Gafford and Lively outplayed Rudy and Cat. And Nas Reed.
I'm mad about that Thunder. Because
Well, you would take. Oh gosh.
Thunder.
We need an answer.
Thunder and the Thunder and
Oh.
Denver. To me, man, toss up with the Lakers. You could throw them in there. They one of them three.
Thunder.
Certain teams played good last.
Where you say Denver's going?
Flip it outside.
He said out.
Outside.
Outside.
No,
I
they're
think
not
they
going
get
past
seven. They go
6.
seven.
They're not going past 6.
Joker hasn't had any setbacks in the last 5 years.
Right.
He ain't took no seasons off, nothing.
Hey, he look terrible. I don't know. He's skinny now too.
And
Last
he's gonna
report.
go play in the Olympics, right?
You ain't playing in the Olympics.
No KCP, no Reggie Jackson. You ain't really got no bench. Gordon ain't.
Yeah, I don't think they're the number 1 team, but
Jamal Murray, them three. Jamal Murray, Gordon, Jokic. Nah, that ain't enough. Michael Porter Jr. got to come back and be a real star. He ain't. I'm not.
He might, and what if he does?
Compared to everybody else's lineups, the Kings better than Denver to me right now. I'm matching
On
up
paper.
Sabonis
On paper, because we don't know.
Sabonis versus Joker.
I think we got Thunder too low.
But the Suns should be for the Suns.
So
For
you should
sure.
put, should we put
Suns should be
Suns-
in there, bro.
We should put
The
Suns
Lakers
at
should be in there
6.
instead of the
We
Suns.
should put the Suns at 6, the Thunder at 4, and the Kings at 5.
But then you still have Denver. Do you think Denver? I don't know if Denver's gonna be better than.
I don't know. As long as Jokic is healthy and playing, they got a chance to be
His
positive.
tight is locked up ass ankle.
They need
We
a
move.
full roster.
We can move. Can we move
Mavs need a
things?
full roster. Why did the Denver lose to the Timberwolves?
Because they had Jamal Murray in hell.
Matchup. There's matchup problem.
Jamal Murray's catfish.
They didn't have enough.
No, there's matchup.
Denver didn't have enough.
No.
Matchup problem.
Denver did not have enough.
So we
They
need
knew if they took Jamal Murray out the game, it would
Because
just
Minnesota's defense was crazy.
And look, we can't think about the playoffs. We gotta think about how they play in regular
They
season.
barely beat the Lakers on the buzzer beater.
But they beat them.
Twice.
But they beat them.
Rashad, that's the nicest thing you said about the Lakers in a long
I'm just
time.
saying, I'm just showing you where the Nuggets are when you come to looking at their. Like, they didn't perform like they dominated.
It'd be Thunder or Timberwolves number 1.
So we have the Dallas Mavericks. We need to put them in a spot.
Mavericks are 3.
Mavericks 3.
We gotta move.
I go Mavericks 3.
Mavericks 3. We have a consensus. All right. Brandon is giving us the international move around symbol. So this brings us to our last team, and probably the most important team in this conversation, the Portland Trail Blazers. Not impressed with y'all. Our next team is the Denver Nuggets, 57-25, second in the West. There was a 3-way tie for the top spot in the West. Thunder got first, Nuggets got second. Or 2-way tie, excuse me.
See, did we disrespect OKC a little
Yeah,
bit?
I think.
Yeah, they definitely
I
did.
got Denver 4.
2-way tie. Nuggets got second.
Denver 4.
I got Denver 4.
Lost to Timberwolves in Western Conference semi 7 games. Lost KCP and Reggie Jackson.
Denver 4. Move Timberwolves to 1.
I got Denver 4.
Move Timberwolves up and OKC right behind them.
So where do Kings go? Out?
The Kings.
Thank you, Brandon. You're back on payroll. So
Are we moving it? We're moving it.
so what are we doing now?
Why are the Suns?
Timberwolves 1.
Timberwolves 1. And where are we putting the Nuggets?
2.
Nuggets 2.
I got that.
They picked the Suns in there, bro.
So Nuggets 2, Mavericks 3. So does this complete? Oh wait,
No.
Nuggets.
Said, who did you say 2?
Who's 2?
Thunder. Yeah,
Thunder 2. Ooh. Where's the Thunder 2?
So that is that Sacramento? That's who you have.
Yeah.
So wait, who's now 3?
No, under.
Suns is out.
No.
Suns should be out. Sack should be 5, and then
Who is 6 then? I put the Suns in 6 then.
Lakers 6. Suns is out. Lakers 6.
Rashad.
I mean, I think we're trying to go three-peat on the playing game. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
We do have success in the
Three-peat playing game.
Denver 5. I mean, no wait, Dallas 5. Sorry.
So it's 3 now.
Oh shit. My head hurts.
We need that 6 o'clock.
Okay. And then flip flop the Suns and the Kings.
Okay, so right now, Timberwolves, Thunder, Mavericks, Nuggets, Suns, Kings.
That's nasty.
What
They had
is
a
he
Maverick
around,
that's
Sean?
number 3, and they beat the shit out of both of them in front of them. And they got a bigger acquisition.
That is playoff. You're talking playoffs. We're talking regular season.
Regular season.
To get to the playoffs. So they can beat the shit out of them again.
Hell yeah. And they got a new
Because I know Luka's only going to play about 72 to 66 games. That's just his resume. He's only playing about 60 to 68 games a season. They literally hold him out enough to stay fresh.
The Suns don't got no Anthony Davis. So you lose LeBron, you still got
How many games they won? They were in the 6th spot and they missed damn near all of last year.
Oh.
The Suns.
49 wins.
As I said, they're like we're not really thinking about this as if all of them play, let's say all of them play 72 games.
Right.
They're not gonna be a 5th seed.
They're gonna be
What are they gonna be?
higher.
It'd be higher.
No.
They're not gonna
Hell
be out of the
no.
top 6.
Hell no.
They're not gonna be out of the
Because
top
they
6.
were playing together, they wasn't playing like that. It wasn't still just doing it.
But they were still at 6.
They wasn't winning like that. though.
They also had no time with each other.
They were coming in and out. If we're gonna give them 70 games, that means they're gonna be willed or machine.
Failed experiment.
So are we comfortable with this list as constructed?
I'm gonna just tell you, man,
Suns
that
out.
top 4,
Suns out, Kings up, Lakers in.
that top 4 is gonna be crucial, and that 7, 8, 9, 10 is gonna be brutal, dog. Just look at the team that's out. That's gonna be. You got the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, or the Kings, or the Suns. That's gonna be some good ass basketball.
Right.
So are we comfortable with this list?
Hell no. I didn't say the top 4 gonna be battling again.
We will revisit it later this summer.
Look at the out list, right? We want to take the Suns out, put the Lakers in, and, like they're stars. This ain't like they're stars.
Is this proof of how much better the Western Conference is than the Eastern?
We had to do the East though. We gotta do the East.
We did the East.
Yesterday.
You did the East yesterday? I didn't. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, what was
It
it?
was easy.
I said invite Rashad. I got veto. I said, can we please have Rashad? Everybody be.
Boston.
There was like Boston, Philly,
Bucks, New York, Bucks.
Buck, it was Bud,
So y'all got through that one.
New York, yeah, it was
It was 5-6.
Orlando.
5 Orlando.
And
no, Indiana. Was it Indiana 6?
So some of the chat say.
also Philly replaced Cleveland in how they finished.
So we will hold this for right now. We will revisit this later in the summer, depending on how moves pan out. But as it stands right now, Timberwolves 1, Thunder 2, Mavericks 3, Nuggets 4, Suns 5, Kings 6, and in the outhouse, the Warriors, Clippers, Spurs,
Like throwing another year, Rockets in the mix.
Hey, fuck another year, bro. Them Suns is in trouble. Them Suns is in trouble. And I think them Nuggets is in trouble.
Well, they missed.
Mark my words.
What I'm saying is,
Nostradamus again. Them 2 teams is in trouble.
they have the upside is with the Suns. Whatever went wrong last year happened, and they still were 6. Anything that went wrong happened last year. They were 6.
Denver can only go
Down.
down.
Yeah, that's because their guys are
Yeah,
playing.
we moved it down.
Well, now let's
When you're on a roller coaster and you're looking down, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go down.
Even Thunder is sitting there like this because they're young, but most of their guys played. Their starting 5 played 72 games and above, so they were all there.
I even believe that was a momentum season for them. That season went the way it went because they were consistent and everybody else was going like this. If we come into the season, everybody going like this, man, Thunder gonna be 6-7.
This is the
6-7. We speaking y'all out now. We know how y'all do. Y'all come in here. Y'all gonna play hard. There's a bunch of
Fucking dog
rocks
hair.
are full of niggas who just play hard.
But that's the thing about SJ, that's what everyone loves about him, is he he wasn't getting like 50 and then like 20 something. It was 30, 30, 30, 30.
Because he knew what his team needed.
I think Mavs is going to be I don't know.
When we were reading
He's going to have to make a decision.
Pass it, he's getting 10 assists. The last quarter to that nigga that's not
If we say his offense is that good
Definitely gonna be
because
doing
of
that more
Clay,
often.
that
That
means he
hurts.
can't average 30-something. If he's averaging 30-something, that means Clay ain't getting off.
He can though. Think about his assists. He's averaging 34, 9, and 9. 9 of those assists, 6 of them going to Clay.
Do you know where a great place to revisit this conversation?
12, 15.
LA. Great place to visit.
The better your team gets, the more your production.
Not a little bit of those assists are segmented to a new player that can do shit.
Those assists are going to little easy little lobs for niggas who's averaging 4 points.
Those assists were going to Derrick Jones Jr. and what's PJ Washington shooting them wide open threes. They were wide open shots.
It's easy to pass a wide open
You're
person.
passing it to Clay
Players
Thompson
have
now.
to be wide open.
You're passing to Clay. Clay said the reason I chose Dallas is because I seen how easy the
He's gonna
shot
be more open, which to most people would not be wide open, but to him, he'll probably feel wide open, but he's still gonna be very.
So this is how our list stands right now. We will revisit. You know where a great place would be to talk about this list? Las Vegas, Nevada, where we will be starting this Saturday at the Sirius XM Studios at the Wynn. Gills Arena, live, Saturday through Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific to 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 to 6 Eastern. We have to clap for that, but that's just what we're going to be doing. So we're going to get your packet, but now let's move on to multi-fans.
I really got it. Itch. I think it's going to be number one. I'm just
Yeah,
Number one.
probably the most rational thing that you said since I've worked with you on this show. It's easy to believe. No. Two LeBrons, Rashad. There were 2 LeBrons on the roster.
No.
I would love it for the story, but.
You know, his son's gonna be watching him like right off the bench, so he gotta come and play like, this is where you sign.
2 LeBrons.
Go, daddy, go!
See how Jaden Smith turned out, right?
What does that mean?
Will Smith and Jaden, they just don't do well in movies together.
You crazy.
Right?
Don't do Pursuit of Happiness had a good ass movie.
It wasn't the movie I was referring to.
The other one, yeah.
Sure.
That was cool too.
You know, he can't be doing British
That
accent.
wouldn't work for anybody.
That was when he was a baby. See, Pursuit was early. That was Ronnie and Cleveland.
That's how we're starting. This is how we're starting.
It was Ronnie in Cleveland.
Dad is a number, okay? Dad, shit.
All right, so our questions from underdog user Quan Tron said, Steph never won a title but had the same numbers. Would he be called influential? Steph never won a title but did everything else the same. Would he be called influential?
Yes. Not as, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he came out, he turned.
I mean, if he didn't win, they would be like, stop doing that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think
But he's
so.
been able to continue to play that way because of the championships.
No, you gotta think about it. Yes, that's
Nah,
the
he would
truth,
still
because
be.
back then.
He would still be.
The point that position itself was not a championship resume for scoring guards. So when he won it with that style, it kind of opened up the floodgates for this new generation of guards being able to score. If he just came down, shot the ball, and it was meaningless,
You'd be Trae Young.
they would have like how they do Trae Young. It's the same thing, but they didn't like it. Because he won a championship, they had to respect his style. And then the fact that he won multiple ones, they're like, this shit works. And that's what changed the game.
What does that mean?
That's what changed the game.
Who does that?
Dame.
Is it Dame time?
Does it do that?
Is that Dame?
Is that Dame time? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
They shoot from the same area code, right? It's like 3 of them that does it, right?
No, yeah. So then,
So to make it okay for Dame, it wasn't the championships that made it okay, it was the style.
It was no.
But is it-
Steph winning.
but he's not. What was the question?
The fact that I can come down
Steph never won a title but had the same numbers. Would he be called influential?
He's not. So is Dame influential to the league?
Dame is influential to the league. It's Dame time. Why? Logo Lillard.
No.
Logo Lillard.
No.
We have a
What do
special.
you mean?
We're talking about to the masses.
Yeah, little guys that can shoot from far away. Steph started it, and he started it before he won a championship. He started it before.
Mr. B, would you like to interject?
It's his favorite player, so
I mean, if Steph don't win the ring, he's not influential at all.
No.
Okay.
Did Allen Iverson win the ring?
He didn't need to. He wanted.
I'm just asking
The people said.
I'm just asking questions.
No, but he got
That was-
MVP and he went to the finals though.
Excuse me.
Did he win a championship?
No,
We're
he got
talking
there,
about Steph
Was
Curry
he
in particular.
was influential?
We're not
Was
talking about
Was
influences.
Allen Iverson influential?
Yes.
Okay, without a championship.
Yes.
Okay, so why is Steph Curry not?
Okay, so okay. When they both got into the draft, were they even in the same building as people?
Who?
When Allen Iverson came into the league and Steph came into the league, were
No.
they even on the same planet?
No. It's stratosphere now.
For influential.
Yeah, because Steph.
Well, Steph was, he's still, yeah.
One was a
We saw him
number
doing
one
what he's
pick,
doing.
and one was the
At
fourth
least I did.
point guard to be drafted in this class. They wasn't even on the same planet.
Yeah, they were. It was just about picks back then. Back then, Steph got picked where he was because he was small, combo, but Steph had Ron and them coming to his game in college.
Cool.
That was he
Not
started his
everybody
influence.
games.
Huh?
Not everybody.
He didn't go to my games. Shit, he didn't go to mine. That nigga, but that Davidson had stars at their games. Watching Steph Curry run around, shoot threes, and look at
And if you don't, and then that's his college influence. Boom.
But he had influence. I'm saying when he get to go to the league,
But he had to start over.
no,
It took him some time.
no, he got hurt. His ankle got hurt.
Exactly.
But he still had influence, and he playing with Monte Ellis, who he just got maxed out.
2001.
Yeah, 2009.
Yep. I
So
was supposed
Harden
to
was
be
picked
8.
in front of him, Tyreek Evans,
2008.
Rubio, Johnny Flynn.
Johnny Flynn. None of them niggas would have fucked with me. I knew that back then.
What I'm saying is,
If I did what I'm doing now,
same pedestal as Allen Iverson.
them niggas was not fucking with me. I was the Allen Iverson.
The name starting off the career
Sorry.
was very different. Allen Iverson was a bona fide
Everybody was like, you gonna change the game.
One had to build his
And this
stardom.
fucking
One
foot.
was a star. Right? They started off their career
It's alright,
different.
coming
So
back.
Steph Curry's winning pushed him into this category as a star player.
I disagree because his skill set that makes him a star, he's always had it.
Exactly. So
His
the
skill set had
winning,
nothing to do with
the winning
He's
put him into a different
category.
See
element.
how it's
Why are the
grabbing?
kids
It's-
out
it's
there
still weak.
shooting that shit?
This one
with no
doesn't
regard,
grab
they're
like
not even
that.
thinking about winning.
When did
That
it
one's
start?
grabbing.
After he won a championship. It didn't start
This means it's weak.
before.
He got the
It didn't start
he got the
before.
Under Armour contract before the championship, right?
All right.
No.
Ankles
No.
weak.
No, he didn't.
For sure.
No. His NBA deal was some bullshit. Drew Holiday was an all-star. He was the all-star he was the first all-star of the class. Drew Holiday.
I'm the boy from the block, boy from the block, block.
2015. 20 Steph debuted his first signature shoot January, I believe, of 2015.
2015, after the championship?
No, before.
That was the year of.
Before. Yeah, before the first.
About to go in.
Before. So his first
So when he was because remember that the year before he
I
got
pulled up in my
and then-
spider,
and
black
then
on black.
The Curry won
The Curry won debut before he won his first championship.
before he won
a couple months, but talk about that year.
So the reason for the Steph Curry
Strapped
won
up like my
was
guy, bro.
because Steph Curry with Mark Jackson.
What was that? No, that was before. That Mark Jackson was gone when he shot.
13. I'm saying when he became Steph. Steph became Steph before the championship.
Steph signed with Under Armour in 2013.
Bro, this carpet is
A $4
everywhere.
million deal.
$4 million. Say that again.
In 2013.
And what?
$4 million.
A $4 million deal. A $4 million deal.
What does that mean? Still a signature shoe?
$4 million.
Signature shoot job 2015 before the Warriors won their first championship.
What was their record when he signed it? 20 game winning streak, 24 game winning streak. That was that year.
What year did he win MVP?
That year.
16.
2015?
I guess
16 was the man. Oh, yeah. And then in this one.
Winter was the next hit.
24. Oh yeah, that was the following year.
It's probably dumb hot outside anyway. What time was it?
So I guess we just agree to disagree.
So his first deal, even his first contract, Drew Holiday was making more than him too.
So we will agree to disagree on this topic. that is our show for today. We appreciate all of you for pulling up to give us a reader presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Shout out to all of my folks out there supporting the Move Around podcast. I'm gonna
Shout
put it in.
Move Around.
Aver Burrito Brown, man.
Shout out to Aver Burrito Brown and Rashad.
We're gonna be in
Move Around podcast, generational for the people. Get right or get left.
Get right or get
We
left.
will see y'all in Vegas starting this Saturday. Make sure you tap in with us. We got a bunch of special guests. Hopefully some gentleman's cut is on the way. Steph Curry, please. We need to get inebriated as we go to Vegas for something. We'll be at Bronny's game on Friday if you need us. But this has been Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. We'll see y'all in Vegas on Saturday.
If I can move these feet faster, I can get back on this motherfucking court. Well, regardless, but Pargo out there dumping on niggas still. Don't play with me.
The 2K25 news cycle has officially begun. I'm not here to waste y'all's time. You already know that. So drop a like if you support one of the only.
This game ain't the same.
Opinion on what's going on in the 2K
It's not the
community,
same.
and let's get right into it. So in the last video, I told y'all that 2K does not want to drop news until Friday because college football, starting Monday up to Thursday, was dropping news every day. It's a big game. It's got a lot of hype, and they did not.
That's what I want to see. That's what I'm getting.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, it's Dre. Kendra just exposed who the mole in your camp is, and guess what? Dre can't do anything about it but just sit there and abandon his plan. Y'all, we thought this mess was over. We thought that Dre had just accepted his L and go back to making us dance and waving our hands. But guess what? Kendrick the Menace is undefeated. See, here's the thing. Kendrick ain't letting Drake breathe. Remember with that McDonald's mess and Pusha T when he exposed Drake for being an absolute sociopath, in my opinion, for hiding his son because he was ashamed that he got a P-star pregnant. But at the end of the day, Drake that was stupid because even Kanye made an honest woman out of Kim. So Kanye can make an honest woman out of a girl that has the most famous blank tape in the world. I know you could have did something with Sophie. Honestly, right? And Drake, all these Drake fans that are glazing, that's how you see a man's real power. That's how you know you standing next to a boss. Baby, you are Jesus. I am awash in your blood and I am reborn. You saw what he did to Kim, you will bow down. Who made a tape? You better watch your mouth. But anyway, get into this, because this is good. Kendrick wasn't joking when he said there was a mole. And he is exposing the mole is still there. Why? Because all of Drake's moves, Kendrick has circumvented. His latest move, people are saying, was for him to do a remix of Man in the Mirror. And he was dropping clues that that's what's going to happen. However, after Drake and TDE, actually all Black Hippie, stepped on that feed, baby, there ain't nothing else he can do. Okay, so let's get into this. Where do y'all want to start? Let me take y'all from the top of how this all started, because it's funny. It ends with Fluffy Dimmicks being like, that's
Fluffy
not true.
Dimmicks.
Boy, everybody's saying that, but that's true. And Drake and UMG Machine has to retract. So let's get into this, right? Where are we at? Okay, so here's the prediction. Drake, and this is what said by a lot of people, Drake was not going to write a diss record to Kendrick, okay? He was going to make a PR song. Now let me take you through the tweets that woke me up, okay? So, where are we at? Bo on Twitter said, if Drake really has a mole in his count, and K-Dot and TDE knows his moves before he makes them, bro, do you know how bad this is? They can step on this every release and ruin a surprise drop like Soul did today. Have you ever, and then he quoted Kendrick, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? It's different now, right? And I started cracking up. I said, this is too funny. Kendrick is still playing mind games. This is like Moriarty on mind games with Drake. And Drake definitely has prominent, not just moles, but moles. Again, it looks like some of these moles are on the UMG side, not just the OD ho side. All right? Why do we think that? Because
I'm about to go outside, smoke, do me a favor, like, let me read some of these comments though. Let me see what y'all got.
Win, right?
See what's going on with this.
DJ, win, right? Then Kendrick popped out. Everybody's just like, oh, okay. But truth be told, Absol was to me, and Kendrick's talented. Lyrically and just tell the way he organized, he was like on some super genius level. They were all very talented, all in their own right. They were the original top three, okay? Kendrick became the breakout star. Absol could have, but I'm not even gonna get to that. It's sad. But anyway, the point is, they're still cool. Absol was the guy that him and J Rock were leading around. Kendrick stayed close to home. But Absol treated. God. Just listen to this. This won't make sense. My confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living was lost. I discovered myself when I fall short. He quoted something from Kendrick, when he was telling Drake, basically, you are what, and you're the last one back with yourself. You need to humble yourself before I humble you, okay? Then he quoted Kendrick again. But he flipped it. He said, this is not a rap battle. This is scripture. Then he said, we all need to look in the mirror. Now, around this time, the dummy BBL Blazers was like, oh, you're going down. Totally Drake won. Now you need Drake again. They didn't realize that Absol was being super, super condescending and taunting Drake. Because listen, he said, if Drake is the MC I imagine he can be, redemption's not off the table. Now, to me, unrecognized intellectual shade. Drake's been in the game for 15 years. Drake is damn near 40, 50 years old. To actually say, the MC I imagine he could be, maybe say, in all the time in the game, you're doing the MC, but if you could, maybe step the game up. After 15 years in the game, maybe redemption's not off the table. Then he said, keyword MC. MC, masters of ceremonies, a lyricist, someone that can rap. Drake's people still didn't get it. Hold on, setting it up. He said, but before my rant gets out of context, because that's when people are like, oh, you're lazy, you don't want Drake, because they don't. And Absol is too smart for them. He should have known. These people don't know how to take context. These are the same people that they're king rap. I heard one of them kids might not be yours. I heard that might be Dave Freeze. And then he said, let that shorty breathe. Shake that booty for Drake. Now shake the booty for free. But I'm not talking about free though. I'm talking about my ninja date. This is the real thing. And I heard that. I said, Drake is so horny. And the people, I know you just want party music making dance. But when you actually listen to the lyrics, something told me it was in the writing room, and the ghostwriters were like, "We don't need to say I'm not really talking about free. I'm talking about my ninja Dave." The ghostwriters were like, "We don't need to put it in. You just said that the verse before. I heard that kid might be Dave. You don't have to explain when I say shake that booty for free. I'm not talking about free though. I'm really talking about my ninja Dave." And I feel like Drake was like, "No, put it in so they understand." But Drake understands his audience anyway. So Absol said, but before my rap gets out of context, he had never absolutely gaming note on some rap dish. That was never a question. We could still potentially, this is intellectual shade, match artistry, removing my obvious personal and educated bias. If this was taken as an answer of any sort, and not ISM, I don't know what ISM is. Well, get off.
All right, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later.
Then he said he blessed up the TVE, letting them know talk about entertainment is running the game. On top